Hello everyone, thanks for coming by my channel. I'm Rowan. I am a librarian, a beauty enthusiast, a pagan, Unitarian, witchy person, an advocate for the LGBTQ and trans community. And if you enjoy any of that kind of stuff, please subscribe. It would mean the world to me to grow my little community here, our little community here, where we can share thoughts and information on these kinds of things. Tonight I have a nice light video for you. I am going to be doing a comparison between Rojo's Lost in Paris and dupe brand's Wanderlust in Paris. I was on a perfume board and a few people asked what the difference was when I said that I had gotten the two. And so besides the price point, I guess we can jump in. So for my birthday in January, I went to San Francisco for a little exploration of some perfumes to buy myself a gift. And unfortunately, there's just not a store besides Sephora and a very sparsely stocked Nordstrom's in my town to buy perfume, and there's just no niche to be heard of. So I went to San Francisco. I smelled lots of perfumes. I came up with my 3 little scent sticks to the counter and asked for price points for the 3, and I said, like, in order, the Lost in Paris being my favorite. And the salesperson sort of giggled a little bit, and I said, uh-oh. And it was an uh-oh for sure, because the full bottle of Lost in Paris is a $1,200 bottle. And I was absolutely in love with that fragrance. I'm not sure I've had such a visceral experience smelling a fragrance before. And so I went to the next name on my list, and they were very kind to give me a sample of Lost in Paris as a parting gift for my purchase of my other bottle. And then a few weeks later, I discovered that dupe brand had a dupe of Wanderlust in Paris. And I know there's a lot of feelings about dupes and copycats and all of that sort of thing, and I'm just not going to get into that right now, except to say that I will never spend $1,200 on a bottle of perfume without a lottery ticket being involved. So for me, I'm very grateful that there's a much more reasonably priced dupe here. And it's not just, I can't afford it. I could prioritize it, save, whatever. It's that ethically, I'm not able to justify spending that much on a bottle of perfume. I don't live that kind of life. I feel like there are just other things that take priority for me over that kind of money on a beauty item. That being said, I will share a little bit about Lost in Paris. It is a gourmand scent with citrus notes, some rum, butter. Like, that's what really hits me, is that butter accord in there. And it really is made to mimic the experience of crepe Suzette, and then followed by like an evening walk in Paris, is what I've heard and read. So the main scents are sweet, musky, woody, citrus with notes of mandarin, rum, blood orange, sugar, butter, caramel, musk cashmere, clove, pink pepper, cedarwood, and vanilla, and ambergris, sorry, which I'm not sure if it's synthetic or not. I didn't actually look into that, but I assume it's synthetic, as most are nowadays. So yeah, it's got this sweet, warm, buttery, like if you've ever made crepe Suzette, that moment where you pour the Grand Marnier on the pan and light it, so you have that like little bit of smoky, but mostly just sweet caramelized sugar. It's delightful. It just made me so happy to smell it. It was like this happy scent memory in a bottle of being somewhere between a child and a preteen, and feeling very fancy doing flambe for the first time. I did a lot of crepe Suzette and bananas Foster when I was young, because I just loved lighting the pan on fire. And Wanderlust in Paris has the same scent profile. The only difference is that it actually has a note of Grand Marnier instead of rum. Although smelling Rojo Dove Lost in Paris, it really is a Grand Marnier scent. Like, that's what I smell. I don't smell rum. Just the boozy and the orange together really creates that liqueur scent. Wanderlust in Paris calls it out as a Grand Marnier scent. And then the sugar is a caramelized sugar instead of a sugar note. So it's just a little, has more of that burnt sugar note to it, which is just delightful. So I'm gonna do a little comparison here. I'm starting with Wanderlust because when it came, oh yeah, like already I can smell it. When it came and I smelled it, I was like, yes, this is it. This is exactly it. There's no difference. Like, they hit it spot on. And so I think that's important to realize, is if you have not smelled Lost in Paris, or if you're not comparing them side by side, it's a spot on dupe. It is just, yeah, it's got that slightly boozy from the Grand Marnier liqueur, but it's also got the other citrus notes, the mandarin, the orange. Yeah, it's just lovely. And then it comes in as it starts to dry down a bit with the butter, and then into that woody amber. It's so good. It's so good. It's absolutely worth checking this out. And then Lost in Paris. Here's my little travel here. It hurts my heart to spray this, but here we are. If I can find the front of it. That's so good. So it's lighter, it's fresher. There's more of a softness. Like, the sugar's not caramelized the way the Duo brand is, which some people may find the caramelized more appealing. It doesn't smell as synthetic. Like, this doesn't smell synthetic. The Duo doesn't smell synthetic until you compare it next to this one. And then this smells more like a fresh squeezed mandarin and blood orange. And this smells maybe more like a concentrate. Like, I wouldn't say that it smells like a fake citrus. It definitely has that like photorealistic citrus to it, but it doesn't smell like you just peeled an orange the way that this one does. I actually think the butter accord is a little stronger in Wanderlust in Paris. It's a little zestier. Wanderlust in Paris is a little zestier. The butter hits a little harder. The Rojo Dove is just so well blended that all of those scents are there, but you don't pick them out as strongly individually. It's just, yeah, it's just such a well blended, lovely, lovely fragrance. Yeah, so I think that it's a really good mimic. I think that it's definitely worth picking up and giving a try if you loved Lost in Paris, or if you think that those notes sound great, the crepe Suzette, the woody dry down with the ambergris and the cashmere wood. It's just a delightful, for me, with my, like that scent memory, it's like just sunshine in a bottle, like happy childhood memories in a bottle. And then I can do another video, because this one's running a little long, on the magical notes of this, and let you all know about that. So if you're interested in that, let me know. If there's other fragrances or other magical notes, or if you're looking for a fragrance that has certain magical properties, let me know that too, because that would be really fun to look into. And I will catch you later. Thank you, friends, for your time. And please remember to like and subscribe.